Bum ba dum. Hey y'all, Banjo Ben here. I'm coming to you from a little different environment than maybe you're used to seeing. I'm actually upstairs in my cabin that I use as an office and also as a recording studio. And so I'm coming to you today for a couple different reasons. One is to update you on some big things that I've been working on. Two is I get a lot of questions about the cabin, the pick and parlor, I might call it, my recording equipment, instruments. And so I wanted to give you who subscribe to my new lesson announcements a little behind the scenes look into that. As you might have heard, I'm launching a completely new redesign of banjobenclark.com not too long from now, and I've got tons of updates and features coming to that. But one of the biggest ones that I want to share with you today is the ability to follow a set curriculum to make you a better player. You know, I have over 400 lessons on the site for all three instruments, right? But what has been missing is a direction. And so the question that I get a lot is, where do I start and where do I go from there? I'm fixing that. So this week I spent about 60 hours writing Banjo Ben's complete basic banjo curriculum, taking someone from just first picking up an instrument all the way up through an intermediate player. If you want to see it, here it is. This is actually about half of it. I've got some, we're going to start with how to tune the banjo, how to put a strap on it, and just go up from there. I've written some new songs to help demonstrate some of these fundamentals. It's going to be 10 to 15 hours of instruction in bite-sized chunks that's going to teach you all these fundamentals that you need. And then there's going to be a way on the website for you to keep track of what you've accomplished, which is going to be really cool. And I'm not just doing it for banjo. I'm doing it for guitar and mandolin. And then the rest of 2017 will be spent on taking you through intermediate to advanced and then on from there. And I've got some really cool plans in the works because I have some incredible players, many of whom you would know, that have agreed to come in and help me demonstrate a lot of these advanced techniques and also kind of do a little case study on how they play. So lots of cool stuff coming this year. I wanted to show you too, I just got this order of case stickers in with the logo. So those will be going out with the orders from the brand new Banjo Ben store, which will have all kinds of cool new stuff in it. Also had these picks, 0.96 millimeter teardrops here. Got my logo on one side and then my little announcement here. I think that's how you spell it. Bump butter done. I don't know. Close enough. So excited about that. Let me show you a little bit about this cabin. This is a pretty unique thing. This cabin was actually built in 1830. The guy that I bought it from was a cabin restorer, and so he took the logs and numbered them and came over and rebuilt it, refurbished it, turned it into a two-story. It's perfect for me because the upstairs, like I said, is my office and kind of recording rig. Downstairs is the video studio, so I run my mic lines down there as well, and I'm able to work that way. Let me show you some of the instruments I've got hung up. Everybody say hi to Taylor. Hi, Taylor. Let's see, I got the Schoonover Dobro. I love this thing. Built by Kent Schoonover in Oklahoma. If you get a chance to pick one of those up, I highly recommend it. Y'all know this guitar, the old Gibson, the Martin D18 Golden era, great guitar. This is the 75th anniversary D28 that I record most of my lessons with nowadays. I love it. If you saw the lesson from last week, you would have seen this beast. This is a Hooper Brazilian D28. It is awesome. I don't own it. It's not for sale. It belongs to a good friend of mine that's a member on the website. He just let me borrow it. But then Ken Hooper, who built this guitar, he lives in North Carolina, he reached out to me. He's sending me a Bolivian Rosewood D28 next week. So I'm going to do some lessons with that. And eventually that one's going to be for sale. So just planting that bug in your ear there. Keep an eye out for that. I've got this old fiddle here that I bought downtown. Great sounding fiddle. I need to be a better player. I get lots of questions about fiddle lessons, and without saying too much, I just have to say that I have some plans for that in the near future. So get excited about that if you've been wanting to learn fiddle. The old Olin Davis Rattlesnake Mandolin, killer mandolin. My first, I'd say, fine instrument that I ever bought with my own money. Got the new hats in stock, and I've got t-shirts and all that stuff. You can learn more about that at banjobenagain.com. And then of course I've got my Remington Versamax squirrel gun mounted and ready to go. I live in the middle of the woods. You never know what's going to be right outside the window. I've already seen squirrels, groundhogs, and a big old tom turkey this morning. Everything's still alive, but I saw them. As far as recording goes, I record into this Universal Audio Quad, which is an incredible piece of equipment. They're a little pricey, but they're worth it. It has some great plugins that come with it. As far as the mic goes, the one that I'm mainly using now is a Shure SM7B, which is a dynamic microphone. But some engineer friends of mine down on Music Row, they use these a lot, and they use this little preamp made by Cloud Microphones called a Cloud Lifter, and essentially it's a mic activator. So it turns this dynamic mic into more of a condenser sound. It just boosts the gain, makes it more crisp, really brings it alive. As far as software goes, I use Logic Pro. I'm using a Mac. So there's the tracks for the lesson last week on John Henry. And so you see all this cable here. I run the cable downstairs. I have another SM7B that's set up. You've probably seen it in the videos. Then I control this rig upstairs with an app on my iPad that Logic Pro has. So I can sit down there and hit record, then hit record on my cameras, sync everything up. That's why you see me with the headphones on. So it's pretty cool. It works for me. Anyway, so there's just a little behind the scenes footage of what's happening here at the Pick and Parlor, a little bit of news about what's coming soon. Really excited about it, y'all. It's all for you. My goal in this new site is to make my website the best place to learn banjo, guitar, and mandolin online. I'm confident that that's going to be the case, but I couldn't do it without y'all's support. A lot of you have supported me for years, and it's you, all of you, but especially you that have been around a while that I'm working for. Y'all believed in me, and we're just getting started. That's what I feel like. Lord willing, we're just getting started. Y'all have a wonderful weekend. I will see you soon. Adios.